All right, we're going to talk a little bit about scales and a little bit more theory, but be aware that the theory that we're talking about is going to come in very usefully later in improvising, and that's the only reason I'm doing it. I certainly don't cherish the thought of just talking about scales and arpeggios and chords and notes and intervals, but it really is the language we're going to need to communicate so that we can all become better and great jazz guitar improvisers. So scale construction, we talked a little bit before about the intervallic makeup of a major scale. That's an important thing to know because when we start to alter it, you'll be able to refer back to this and know when I say, okay, we're going to make it a flatted sixth or not a flatted sixth, major sixth or minor seventh, you're going to know what I'm talking about in relation to the major scale. Everything we're talking about is relative to the major scale. So let's do it in the key of G, arbitrarily this time. And we'll use the position number 1, just for a little different take on things. So as we talked before about the intervallic makeup of a major scale, I just want to go through it one more time. It is made up of whole steps and half steps. So you have, first one's a whole step between G and A in this case. So that's 1, 2 is a whole step. From 2 to 3 is another whole step. So we've got whole step, whole step. Next one's a half step between the 3rd and the 4th. Between the 4th and the 5th, another whole step. Between the 5th and the 6th, another whole step. Between the 6th and the 7th, another whole step. And then between the 7th and the octave is a half step. So what that ends up being is whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. So that is our basic scale construction. And I'm getting into this now because my next topic will be minor scales. And the first thing we're going to do is alter one of those intervals the very first time. And it's going to create, instead of a major scale, a minor scale. So when we get to that 3rd, you guessed it, we're going to lower it. It's going to make it a minor scale. So as we alter these things, you'll have this concept that I just discussed to refer to when I say, okay, we're going to lower this or raise this. We're also always referring to back to the major scale. So let's get into the minor scales.